dread. What is it? No, but seriously, unfunny memes aside, what is dread? More specifically, the existential kind. According to Google, existential dread often involves questioning your purpose in life, especially after a crisis disrupts your personal values or self-identity. Say you've recently lost your job. Whatever the job was, it provided a set of activities, roles, and expectations that defined a significant portion of your daily life. Why am I reading all this off? Why does this video already sound super depressing? Well, to be honest guys, I think I might be going through my own little existential dread, and if not, through my own midlife crisis, before I've even hit my quarter-life point. Alright, so welcome to non-black screen land. I know, like usual, it's been a while. I did intend on making videos before this, but you know, like I said in stream, which most of you didn't watch, I am dedicating more time to school this year, because despite the fact that they say you need a bare minimum of a 2.0 GPA, which is true, turns out most colleges, bare minimum, if you want to get into an actual, like, decent one, require a bare minimum of like 3.5, which I don't have, so I'm kind of, you know, I'll get into it in the rest of the video. But anyways, let's start with actual introductions. What's up guys? TssXD here. Yeah, that's right. Going back to the classic, not doing the invincible thing this time, because this one's slightly more serious. As you can tell, like every depressed character ever, I've decided to grow my beard out. Yeah, but because I'm still young, it's not as dramatic as I'd like it to be. But anyways, existential dread, guys. I think I might be going through it. Like, this year, out of any year ever, I would say I might actually be getting like a bit depressed. Like before, I say like, oh, I'm so depressed, but it's like a joke, man. Like, I can roll with the punches joke. It's not like an actual, oh, actually I'm kind of sad. I think that might be this one. Because mostly, I think I might have said this on videos, and if I haven't, as you can tell by me choosing to become a YouTuber, I'm kind of short, okay, shut up. Me in college don't exactly mix, but, you know, because of parents and everyone looking to you to be like, hey, make something of yourself. I've made the, you know, decision that I think it's better to go to college. And, you know, that's kind of, it's kind of making me just like every time I think about it, honestly, like I start to hyperventilate because just like, wow, not only do I have to go to college, but like, there's a lot of things I'm going to miss out on, not only because I've already, you know, lost several friends before high school's even ended, but also because I don't even know how to drive yet. So what if I have to go to the campus? And then I've never been on my own before. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of emotions flowing through my head that I don't exactly know how to deal with currently, which is why, you know, I'm more, I don't even know the words right now, more, I guess, quiet in this video. It's to emphasize the kind of seriousness and the less jokiness, which is why if I do put any memes in this at all, they're going to be at appropriate times and not just, you know, randomly like, exactly, didn't actually put anything there, unless I did, which in that case, kind of devaluized, if that's even a word, my point. Yeah, but anyways, like I'm saying, guys, all this dread, or, you know, pre-midlife crisis that I'm kind of emphasizing right now, it's all come before I've even hit my, you know, my quarter-life point. Like, keep in mind, I'm not even an adult yet, and I'm over here stressing insanely, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Like, it's a lot of things to think about, and just like, I don't really know how to deal with them yet. Which is why, you know, when they say high school are gonna be the best years of your life, maybe not because of friends, maybe not because of what you do in it, but specifically because everything after high school is gonna be so much, and you gotta believe me here, so much harder. Like, once again, I am trying to emphasize my point with my hands, but as you know, with my camera placement, I can't really do this. But anyways, yeah. About a week ago, I was called to the office for my senior interview. If you wonder what happened at that senior interview, they essentially said, all right, so now that you're a senior, we want to make sure you're on track to graduate. And I already am, so that's good. And they also are going to be like, all right, so other than are you on track to graduate, what are you going to do after, you know, school ends? What are you planning to do? Are you planning to go to college? Are you planning to go to the military? Are you planning to go straight into the workforce? Now me, I always thought, hey, I can just straight head into...
Big fella! Big fella! Sit down, big fella!
Straight up head into work the moment I get out of high school and just be like, yep, this is his life. And then I'm like, but I also don't want to do that either. Mostly because I am, like, inherently a lazy person. Like, the weird thing with me is, I hate getting into things, but when I'm already into those things, I really like them. It's like editing a video. I dread the thought of wanting to edit a video, but oddly enough, when I'm actually editing, I'm like, I enjoy this. This is literally just a little thing I could take that makes me feel, you know, like life's problems don't exist. But anyways, that's kind of the same thing with what I'm trying to emphasize here. Now, I was thinking of, after deciding, hey, how about I don't go straight into work? Let me take a gap year and decide what I want to do. And my parents are just like, a gap year? What do you think this is? America? They're like, a gap year? Why the hell are you going to take a gap year? And they say that specifically, not only because, you know, they know I don't exactly love school, despite the fact, you know, I'm pretty well passing. I got mostly A's, but I never really loved school. My most close, like, broship relationship, because I don't have any brothers currently is a weird way of putting it, but I'll still just say currently, is my cousin. And my cousin never went to college, and it started off by him saying he'll take a gap year. And while he's not doing bad per se, he's not exactly making something amazing of himself. So my parents, they look at me and they're like, you see that? We don't want you to be like that. We want you to make something yourself and, you know, go forward out into the world and just be like, hey, I am accomplished, I've done things, and, you know, I'll continue to be an accomplished person. They want that for me, which I completely understand. You know, I'm not saying, I didn't want to do that. Like, I completely understand these things, which is why if and when I have a kid, I'm like my parents did to me, I'm definitely gonna emphasize, hey, get good grades. Even if you don't want to go to college, if the option's there, make sure you can get into a good one instead of, oh, hey, I guess I'll go to my local backwater college. Because when you really think about it, every single college will give you the same degree. Like, you can go to Harvard or you can go to idiot university. You'll still get the same bachelor's or something. But you can never be prideful of, hey, I got my bachelor's or my associates or my doctorate from idiot U. But you will be prideful and feel good about yourself. Be like, oh, I got it from Harvard or something like that. Now, I'm not saying this to emphasize, hey, I want to go to Harvard or something, because you better believe I don't. I don't need that much stress in my life. It just really makes you think. Because all this time, I've just been, oh, I guess I just barely have to pass. Like, my average grades were maybe 2 A's, like 2 B's, and like 3 C's. And I was alright with that because, you know, passing, it's not that bad at all. But then I come to realize, my final year, hey, guess what? Even though you've been passing, that all means nothing when it comes to college because your GPA is still low no matter what. So, yeah. If you're wondering why I'm so stressed about my GPA, at the moment, my GPA is about a 2.7. If you really want to be specific, it's like a 2.68, but come on, let me have some leeway, guys. No, it's not all about GPA when it comes to it. It also includes, like, SAT and ACT scores, which, you know, well, I had taken them. Apparently, you can't take them during school days for some, I don't know, so I had to take them again, and let's just say I didn't get an amazing score the first time. So I might genuinely have to, like, properly study this time to actually even attempt to get into something even semi-decent. So, like I said, all these things that's flowing through my head are really making me think, just to be like, what am I gonna do with all that? And here's the thing, it's not even about the money. It's not even about the money, because I can find ways to make money. I was gonna say along the lines of a joke, but I don't think that's necessary for this point. It's the college itself, all right? Because, like I said, friends specifically from high school that I've had for years, since middle school, and even elementary school, for a couple select one of them. I'm so bad at English. For a couple select people. A lot of them, despite the fact high school hasn't ended yet, I've already dipped. Like, literally, the moment I left middle school, I'd say about 25% of my friend group just straight up left and disappeared because they went to a different school. Because in my, when we were about to graduate from middle school, there was 2 options. I'm not going to say these 2 options until I graduate from mine, for certain reasons. I don't know exactly what you guys find me, if you catch my drift. Anyways, there was 2 options. Let's just say school A and school B. Me and the majority of my friends chose school B, while some others chose school A. Which, you know, I had the majority of my friends, so I wasn't completely sad, but it was just like, we had like a whole group thing. We had, like, let's just say, I don't know, let's relate this to a Ninja Turtles thing. Let's say I'm Casey Jones, yeah, Black Casey Jones here, and let's say, you know, I got Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello, right? Let's just say Leonardo and Mikey decided to dip, but Raphael and Donnie are still here. That's kind of what's happening right now. And it's like, yes, it's not like a huge thing, like you still have people there for you, but it's like the group will never be complete again. Because chances are, unless, you know, we just so happen to work at the same place or something, I'm probably never going to see them again, which, you know, makes me even more sad because it reminds me of before I moved to my current, you know, living place. I used to live around Tampa, and I had a friend there. I'm not going to say his name because, you know, if we find each other later, I don't want to, you know, like, just, I don't know. Essentially, I had a friend, right? He was my first best friend, I can legitimately say. Because after I moved down from up north, down to Florida, he was my first friend I ever made, and he was my best friend to a large extent because we were next door neighbors. To this day, I still don't have anything close to the type of friendship we had, which is kind of sad, because I haven't talked to him in, I'd say, like a solid 5 to 6 years. Mostly because I didn't have a phone back then, so we literally mailed letters to each other. And the sad part about this is, if he ever finds this video, the reason I never mailed another letter to you is going to be the stupidest reason ever. It's because I couldn't find stamps. Like, legitimately, we ran out of stamps, right? And I said, hey mom, hey dad, can we buy more stamps so I can mail letters? It's like, why the hell do you want stamps? I literally just said, so I can mail a letter. Why do you want to mail a letter? Essentially, I couldn't do it, and then eventually I decided, maybe it's better if I just don't, you know, try to rekindle a friendship that was lost. But every now and then, I think about it just to be like, what if I do though? What if I do come back to that? But anyways, all of these things are coming back to, I don't really know what to do with my life right now. Because like I said, so far, I'm safe as, you know, like I'm still in school, I'm still able to live with my parents, they're still able to support me for now. I only have about maybe 8 months, maybe like 7 3/4, until I have to really decide what I want to do with life. Number one, especially as my parents have been telling me for like the last 2 years, get my license. I gotta get that down packed. Number two, at least during the summer before I decide if I want to head to a college or not, I gotta get a job so I can actually pay for things. Number three, if I really want to be super secure, I probably gotta go ham on YouTube too. So essentially, every YouTuber, how they said, oh, you know, I went through university and I hammered on YouTube and look at me now. I'm doing pretty good. I thought I saw a bird, it was just a cherry. Anyways, I'm gonna have to be like those guys. And I don't know how I ever plan on doing that. Because like I said, I really only have 2 options. I either have college and a full-time job, or I have college and trying to go with YouTube. And considering I already have an audience, I'm going to try this. I'm going to definitely try. I'm going to try to upload more often so my channel can actually grow. Because keep in mind, the reason I upload not that often, yes, there is focus on school, don't get me wrong. But literally, my laziness is like so insane. So like, I'm so stupid lazy. Literally the majority of the time, once again, you guys can't see me when I'm doing this. Essentially, the majority of the time, I'm not really doing anything, like legitimately. The majority of the time, I'm literally watching YouTube, playing a game, or watching YouTube and playing a game. Literally, so much of the time in my day is spent doing nothing. And I take that as an excuse, being like, oh, I'm lazy, I don't do anything. Literally, if I legitimately wanted to, I could upload videos every day. I really could. But my laziness, it won't let me do that. And the sad thing about this is, I'm probably talking to no one at this point, because the majority of you, at least according to my analytics, haha, funny joke, have probably already left by like the 1.5 minute mark. But if you are here, you're special, you're a real one. Anyways, I've made this entire video to say that I don't really know where my life is going right now. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know who I want to do it with. Like, let's say I do go to a college. Like, let's say there's dorms. Am I allowed to bring my boy Max? Like, he's like the only person in my life who like hasn't left me so far. And you know, it's gonna be real sad if I have to leave him here. Because keep in mind, it's either 2 years or 4 years. No matter how long that is, you know, it's still gonna be a long time away. It's just, it's gonna be sadness. Like, I kind of relate it to like a father leaving his kids for war, despite the fact it's not even close to the same amount of intensity. But it's just like, emotionally, that's how it feels to me. But anyways, as disjointed as this video was, you know, I'm not gonna keep on rambling, you know, because if I do, I will literally be able to talk for hours, despite the fact if I was talking to somebody in person, I'd probably end this conversation like 12 minutes ago because I'm extremely awkward. It's weird, right? You would expect YouTubers that talk to cameras all day would be really good at talking to people, and some of them are. I'm not one of them. Anyways, guys, this has been TssXD. I hope you enjoyed my my existential crisis. I can't tell you when new videos are gonna come around because even if I say, hey, I'll try to make 1 week, that never happens, considering it's almost been 3 weeks since my last one. I can say, hey, I'll stream every now and then, despite the fact I won't. Partly because of school, partly because just me not wanting to do it. Anyways, like I said, guys, this has been TssXD. I got like a 16-minute video to edit now. Hope you guys enjoyed my my rambling ons, just how I'm feeling right now, and why I haven't really done much. Any and all of my links are down in the description below. You know, feel free to follow anywhere. And I guess I'll leave you guys with that. I'm gonna go to school tomorrow because today was teacher work day, and I just hope that eventually I'm able to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it, and I can look back on this and be like, it's supposed to be like a metaphorical hand on the shoulder from my older self and be like, hey man, you did it, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I hope my life ends up like that. If it doesn't, well, I hope I'm at least surviving. See you guys in the next video.